Greetings, dear one. Greetings, dear one. This is Willow coming to you to talk about the great changes that are amongst your energy fields. And we are talking about your personal energy fields. We are not talking about the changes that are going on with your governments and your schools and your workplaces and all the other things that are going on right now. We are simply talking about the energy systems of your body. They literally are changing. They are being upgraded. Your DNA is being recircuited. Your brains are being rewired. And we are here to tell you, you will feel this. Have you not already been feeling different? Have your thoughts not been coming quicker? Have things been happening in ways that you couldn't even imagine even 10 years ago? You are shifting, your energy is shifting, and the more you're open to it and the more you're aware of it, the easier time you will have with it. See, we see so many of you down there, and you're having pings here and feelings here and this, that, and so you think you're going crazy. And we are not here to laugh at you, but we are here to explain that you are literally being reborn. And that is something, you always hear about, oh, we're reborn, reborn. But this is not a reborn in the sense of a Christian reborn, or that you've heard in your body, in the Bible, excuse us. This is simply the rebirth of an energy system that was here many, many lifetimes ago. For many of you in the Atlantean times, you were here. And so that is what your energy bodies are returning to. So all of you are down there talking about the new age, but really this is an old age that is coming back. And it is not trendy. It is not something that you guys are just talking about. It is very real. And some of you are leaders in this field because you have been here before in this energy and you know how to work with it. So many of you are starting to open up, but it can be very confusing. And we're here to talk about the physical changes that go on. Your heart. Many of you are feeling heart palpitations, and they sometimes feel like anxiety, and sometimes they can be triggered by anxiety. And of course, if something feels completely astray or it is painful, of course, call your doctor. But we are here to tell that there's a lot of energy changes that are going on. So sit with it. Try to do meditation and go in and ask your heart what is going on. Ask your heart, is this a medical issue or is this an energetic issue? It will talk back to you. Your heart has a voice in it. Wants to be heard, but most of you are trying to hear with your ears. So ask your heart, literally look down and ask it, what is going on? What are you feeling? Is this a medical issue or is this simply my energy field changing? See, your heart chakra has been confined for many, many years. Thousands of years, in fact. And so it's starting to open. And so you are going to feel pings, and there is going to be energy flows that feel quite strange. But we ask you, just go with it. This is what you desire. You want your heart chakra to be open because this is the center of everything. And you might say, but the brain is the center of everything. And we say, let the brain run the body. That is what the brain is for. The brain is to tell the body how to function, but your heart is here to tell you how your soul should function. So the bigger your heart energy, and this can be measured electrically. There is science and proof. This is not something that we are just throwing about. It can be proven that this heart energy emanates outside of the physical body and it can affect many things. Well, that energy field is starting to expand. And if you're even more aware of it, you can tap into that and get it to expand even quicker, faster, and broader if you are open to that. Is that something you're seeking? If you fight it, see, there is no right or wrong. Just because this energy is available does not mean that you have to take it. It is offered to you from the great divine. This energy is offered to you and it says, hey, there is a new upgrade, if you will. And the same thing as if you have a computer. You have the Windows 7 and it works perfectly fine, and it might be outdated and it might go slow. And then, the store opens up and it says, we now have Windows 10. Would you like it? You always have a choice to say, no, thank you. I'm fine with my Windows 7. Or yes, give me that Windows 10. And we're using a very simple metaphor for you to understand. So when you've been using Windows 7 for quite some time, you're used to that. You understand its quirks. You understand how it works. And then along comes Windows 10 and you go, I want that Please give that to me. And so then you start work with Windows 10 and you're like, this is moving too fast. I don't understand it. It keeps crashing. I don't, and sometimes you just want to give up and you want to go back to your Windows 7. This is what you are going through as humans right now. You're operating on an old system and you've been upgraded to a larger system, and sometimes it doesn't feel right. It feels different. So we want you to always remember, when you're feeling funky, when things are coming up, when emotions are coming up and things are being thrown off, or you feel stuck, or you just want to shut down. We've all seen that, a blank screen on the computer, and we go, oh my gosh, the computer just stopped. It shut down. And usually what you have to do is you have to walk away and restart it and reboot it. So when you get into those modes, when you are getting frustrated and you're like, I don't understand, and why does my body feel this way, and why am I having headaches, and why am I feeling nauseous, understand that you are being upgraded. And sometimes when you are upgrading, you might shut down and you might need to reboot yourself. And that might take days, it might take weeks, but you are being upgraded if you so want it. And if you are watching this, then you are definitely wanting to be upgraded, because somebody who doesn't want to be upgraded into the new vibrations would simply not be watching this. It's just that simple. So you are all shifting. You're moving from the Windows 7 into the Windows 10 and beyond. And some of you, dare we say, already have access to the Windows 22 that may not be available to the general public. So this, again, we're using a very simple metaphor that, you know, the company, the Microsoft company, it offers Windows 10, but you better believe in the back offices, they're already working on Windows 22. And there's some people higher up that have access to that, and there's some people that are already running that system. And so we use that metaphor because there are those amongst you that are of higher vibration. You came in at a higher vibration. Some of you are masters awakening to that. And so everybody else is being upgraded to Windows 10 and you're already tapping into Windows 22. Does that make you better than anybody? No. But what it does is it makes you a leader. It makes you a leader, and it makes you here to help those that are now stepping from 7 to 10 to get them ready for 22. That is what's going on, everybody. Your body, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, it all has to get rid of the blocks so that the new system can work. You know, it's like that virus protection that you run on your computer. It's got to go through and it's got to get all of the cookies out, and it's got to get all of the blocks and all the viruses so that your system can run completely and clearly. That is what's going on for many of you. You're being prepared to go through the Lionsgate portal, which started at this new moon in Leo, and it will be going into the middle of August, and some of you are already feeling that. This is the Lionsgate. It is the gate of purification. It is the flame of purification. And you go through it every year, but you have now ascended to such a high vibration that this particular Lionsgate portal is really about purification. Most of you for this past year, you've been running the virus protection, and all the viruses have been coming up. Again, a metaphor, not a medical diagnosis, of course not. So all of your issues have come up, all of your memories from this lifetime and past lifetimes, all of your stuff, dare we say all of your shit has come up. And so now it's here. And then as you go through your virus protection, it says, you know, we have caught, 25 viruses. Do you want to quarantine them or do you want to delete them? So that's what the Lionsgate is about. You have gone through the virus protection of your system. You've been doing that since 2012. And now you have all these viruses that have been caught and they've been in quarantine. The Lionsgate portal is about purifying them, deleting them, getting them out of your system completely. And that takes work, dear ones. Be brave. Let's get rid of the viruses that have been quarantined and let's delete them completely so we can bring in the new operating systems that will make your life go quicker, easier, faster. Now, of course, like we said, it may feel a little awkward in the beginning to use the new operating systems, but with every operating system, it just takes a matter of time until you're able to whiz right through it and to be using it. And again, be aware that some of you are already tapping into the Windows 22. So there you go, everybody. We're simply here to say, hold on. You are different. You are changing physically, spiritually, emotionally at such deep levels. It's a deep cleaning. You know how you have a choice when you do your computer? You can just do the light scan, you can do the deep scan that takes hours and hours, and you're all frustrated because you want to go on your computer, but you can't go on your computer because you're doing the deep scan. That is what's going on. So don't get mad at yourselves when you're like, oh, I just want this project to take off, and I want abundance, and I want my career to be going, and I want the love of my life, and it's not happening. And we say it's because you're in the middle of a deep scan. And when you're in the middle of a deep scan, everything else kind of gets put on hold until everything is cleared out. So then you can bring in the new programs and all the things. And we're going to continue with this metaphor. We want you to also remember that with the new operating system, make sure to download some games. When you have your computer, do you want your computer to just be work, work, work? Do you want to always be associated your computer with doing reports and looking at your finances and things like that? No, you want some games on your desktop so that you can have some fun with it. Yes, the operating system gets things done, but let's also download some of the new games. So we're just having some fun with you because that is our message. Have some fun. Life isn't supposed to be completely serious all the time. You have to deal with serious things, of course, but have some fun. It'll make it that much easier. All right, everybody, you can see that we are very fired up because we want to tell you about this portal, this twin flame portal, the purification portal, the Lion's Gate. There's so many things that will be going on in this Lion's Gate portal, and the twin flames will be getting hit even extra than the ones that are not here to be in a twin flame relationship. And every single soul has a twin flame, but not every single soul has incarnated to be with their twin flame in this lifetime. In fact, twin flame reunions are actually quite rare. However, the ones that are aligned with their twin flame will be going through this Lion Gate portal at a personal level, getting their systems upgraded, and then also at the twin flame level, the body that they create as one, they will be going through the purification. So you will see a lot of karmic things falling away, a lot of karmic relationships falling apart, ending, switching, changing. It is the twin flame purification portal. And purification processes are not fun. In order to purify water, you need to boil it. It needs to get hot, or you burn things away. We purify them. There's always a process. It's an alchemical process. So beloved ones, in a twin flame relationship or not in a twin flame relationship, know that you are being purified, and that, again, can hurt. It can hurt like hell. Being boiled can hurt like hell, but when it cools off, what is left is that pure, clear water, that purified water. And if you know anything about water, purified water that has been cleared of all of its beliefs and purified can then, by that wonderful doctor that you all know about, the water, that you can say things into the water, it will program. So you go through the flame of purification, and now you have this pure water that's been boiled, and you can program it for anything that you wish. What do you wish for? Go through the flame of purification, and with your pure new energy system, what do you wish to manifest? Put it into that purified water, that metaphor that we're using, and program it in and bring it into your life. Dear ones, you did not come here to suffer. You came here to find joy, and joy is on the other side of purification. We will leave you with that, dear ones. Hold on, you are almost done. Hold out for that new operating system, and know that there will be some new learning that you need in order to operate correctly, but it will be very quickly. You'll learn it very quickly. All right. We are Dear Willow, and we come to you with the brightest of blessings and the deepest of joy.